Yeah.
Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John Tony Scooter on this Wednesday/Friday. No show tomorrow, and obviously no show Friday on the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July early, everybody.
A long weekend, Johnny.
So the Minions are taking over, huh, Scooter?
That's right.
I don't listen to commercials very often during the break. I take the headphones off, but man, you're
killing it.
You're killing it.
You should take Owen to see it.
You are top notch on the Minions. What is it? Despicable Me or the
Despicable Me 4, the brand new Despicable Me 4.
Minions?
I haven't seen any of them. I bet they're good.
They're great. They're great.
I like Gru.
Gru's the best.
Yeah.
Steve Carell is so
should
funny.
start watching.
Oh,
The Minions kind of annoy me, but I like Gru.
I like the Minions. The Minions are cool. Cartage Hotline's open, 502-384-1450. 384-1450. Like to join in on the conversation. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. Texter wants to know who will get the most coverage during their rookie season, Shedeur Sanders or Cooper Flagg?
And you made a good point to me.
It depends if Sanders plays or not, right?
If Sanders is starting, then it might be close. But if not, it's Cooper Flagg. I mean, how often did we have to hear about Cooper Flagg in college?
You know, most of the time, these guys that are drafted number one are in a bad situation. They're going to get as much playing time as they can handle. Cooper Flagg doesn't have to be in that spot. He's got Anthony Davis. Now he's got D'Angelo Russell to go along with him. Got a guy like P.J. Washington. They got a solid team that, by the way, I know they don't have Luka, but they were in the finals 2 years ago.
Well, the other thing is, too, Johnny's not with Charlotte, Washington, Utah, where he has to be.
Has to play and has
to be the guy.
And he's going to be in the lineup every night to get people in the stands.
Yeah.
Is a place like that. They're going to show up at Dallas, regardless of if he's starting six-man or middle of the bench. But he's going to get his minutes.
No, he's going to be good. He'll be good as a
I think he's a generational talent. I do.
Cooper Flagg will start from day one. What are you all talking about?
No, I'm saying that. No, I agree. I'm just saying B doesn't have to.
Okay.
He would have to in Washington. He would have to in Utah. Charlotte. Yeah. But he's not going to have to in Dallas. He will because he's that good. All right, Malik Beasley. Now, who's he playing for, Scooter?
Nobody, right?
Who was he playing for when this happened? Detroit, maybe?
That sounds right.
So he was cheating, basically. He was making prop bets or having somebody else make prop bets on his props and going under. Now, immediately you think, okay, who's paying him to do this? This is this is the worst look you can have in this day and age in sports, is the fan to think something crooked's going on because of gambling. You can't do it. You can't have it. Adam Silver can't have it. Roger Goodell can't have it. None of these commissioners can have this going on in their sport.
So this was going down when he was with the Bucks.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
So he was manipulating prop bets. If you don't know what a prop bet is, congratulations, you don't have a problem. A prop bet is when you can bet on a player's points or rebounds or assists or a combination of those. And he would bet, I guess, under on his own prop bets and make sure he didn't get the number of points people could bet on him getting that night. But it turns out he was doing it for himself because he was in debt. He was doing it. He wasn't doing it on getting paid to do it by somebody else. He was doing it to get out of debt. Now, how, and I'll never understand this, Tony, how these guys are in debt, the money they're making. But he was. And he had a loan of $600,000+.
Yeah, it said $650 here.
And apparently the loaner, it was a company, he was not paying them back the way he was supposed to be paying them back. And because, I guess, he had spent all his money.
This dude's made $60 million in the NBA.
Crazy. So in order to pay them back,
Walker how to do that.
In order to pay them back, he would have a friend of his bet, I don't know, 10,000 at a time on under total points or under total rebounds for Malik Beasley. And he'd make sure he didn't get the number of rebounds that the bet entailed he get. You got to wonder, I wonder this, what percentage of players, Tony and Scooter, do you think get online or know their every night when they play their prop totals? Do you think Anthony Davis knows that he's over under for this night's game is 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 block shots?
I really say no because I don't think they want to know.
Yeah,
And the guys, the guys that are worried about it are guys like Beasley.
I'm not saying worried about it. I'm saying just
curious.
Curious. Just
I don't think
normal
they do.
curiosity. I wonder what my over under is tonight against Denver.
I think they're in a different world, and I really
hope they
don't
are.
think that they, Anthony Davis doesn't care what
Well,
his
I'm
over
not
and under.
singling him out. I'm just
I'm just
pick
saying.
a player.
But no, I say no because most of them are smart enough to not even put themselves into the thought process.
But you can find out on social media.
I know it, but
what your over under is. You can have somebody at you and say, "Damn you, Anthony Davis, 1 point
Oh,
short
people
of
do
your
that
over
all
under."
they do that in person.
people yell at them at the game.
I mean, there have been death threats over this stuff.
Mhm. I think it's probably less than 1%. But John, I'm
think
with
it
you.
is,
I mean,
too.
if I'm an NBA player, just strictly out of curiosity,
Yeah.
what's Vegas think about me tonight? I'd be looking it up.
You know, the last time I played the Hawks, I only had 8 points. I wonder what they think I'm going to score tonight against the Hawks. It's just human
Yeah,
nature.
I'm on the other side of that. I would not care.
I'm a human
Because
nature guy.
I don't want to be out there knowing I got to make a shot.
Oh,
Not
no.
for me.
But
no. But
I
to
think I
dictate
don't think
that.
it enters their mind once they're playing.
No, I don't think so either.
You know, Anthony Davis could say, "I'm supposed to score 24 tonight." When he gets out there, he's not thinking about that.
Yeah, I just don't think social media is a big deal to most of these guys.
I don't agree with
They
that.
try to stay away from it,
See, they've grown up with it. We didn't, so we
Yeah.
cannot deal with
but
it.
there's so much negativity
There is.
that
You have to
most
guard
of them,
yourself.
Most of them have somebody else looking at it. They might.
Well, if you're-
I think it's. I'm on the opposite side. I think it's less than you think.
By the way, Terry Rozier, former Cardinal, just got cleared of any of this
Yeah.
wrongdoing, which I'm glad to hear. Because I wonder, it doesn't take many, Tony. What did Donnie Osmond say? One bad apple can spoil the whole.
Scooter, you know
Huh?
who Donnie Osmond is?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Who?
Scooter's he's a
You ever seen the Osmond brothers?
He sang
puppy love.
Oh, what's that big song he
Gee.
had? The Greatest Show on Earth. Wasn't he in that?
Are you all kidding me?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
The greatest show on earth?
Puppy love?
You mean Greatest Showman?
The Greatest Showman. Yeah, he was in that, right?
Greatest Showman was a great movie. I don't think so.
Look it up, Scooter.
I think he was.
Zac Efron was in that.
Goodness.
If he's
gracious.
confusing Zac Efron,
No, I'm not.
Donnie Osmond.
I know
What
Donnie.
were the odds that puppy love?
Puppy Love. That was actually the Osmonds, not just Donnie. And they called it Puppy Love.
I mean, I like
No?
three.
Come on.
You know,
Well,
back in the day.
I think Donnie was on The Masked Singer one year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're really looking to make some money there.
So we've talked about the Red Panda and Donnie Osmond today. Where else are we going to go? Here's the worry for Adam Silver. More guys are doing this. That's the worry. Now Beasley, the good news was he was a lone gunman here. He was in this because he needed money. It wasn't like he was doing it to make money. He needed to pay back money, so that's why he was doing it. Not that that's a good reason. There are no good reasons.
What Ron White say?
But if you're who?
Ron
You
White.
can't fix stupid. If you can't, if there's nobody else doing this, that's the best thing that Adam Silver could hear. Because there's a huge investigation going on now, and they find out, hey, first of all, Terry Rozier, who I guess was a suspect, somebody obviously thought he was doing something. When you get cleared, that means they were investigating you.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody said something.
Well, you got to remember.
Good on Terry Rozier.
You got to remember how a lot of these guys were raised. There's no money, nobody telling them what to do.
Does that mean they don't know how to handle it when they get money?
A lot of them, and that's and if some of these guys get people that they're financial people, rob them.
Yeah, they do. They do. Ask Shohei.
Yeah. So there's a whole lot there, but boy, when you have that much money,
Seems impossible, doesn't it?
it does.
All right, Darren Waller is a Miami Dolphin, the tight end who retired last year from the New York Giants. They still held his rights.
So the music industry wasn't working.
He said, he didn't love the game anymore, and he was worried about getting hurt, and he obviously wanted to put a rap album out. But bottom line is, the Giants still had his rights, so they had to trade him. They traded him for a draft pick. Darren Waller will now be one of two of his targets in Miami. Is this a good pickup for the Miami Dolphins, who, by the way, just lost Jonnu Smith?
As long as he wasn't hanging out with Beasley. Needed to get back in the game.
Wow. Yeah, I need money.
I mean,
my over-under catches is 4.5.
Doesn't it almost sound like that? You went in and you went to the music industry.
Well,
you probably pumped a lot of money into it. Didn't work out, and I'm like, hey.
And then finally, somebody in the music industry had the nerve to go up to him and say, Darren, why don't you go play football again?
Yeah, you were good at that.
You were a really good tight end. I think great pickup for the Dolphins.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
By the way. All right, Kentucky. Yesterday was the first day of revenue-sharing era in college sports. On that day, UK announced that ticket discounts for UK employees will now be phased out, and children will now need a ticket for all men's football and men's basketball games. I guess you don't want to get rid of other sports programs that you have. So these sound like kind of, they sound really cheap.
It's the world we live in.
They sound cheap.
It's the world we live in.
Hey, you worked for UK for 20 years and we give you discounts to go to ball games. Yeah, you can still go, but you're going to have to pay full price. What? My 4-year-old wants to go to a game. Well, your ticket price just doubled because he can't sit in your lap. You got to have a ticket for a child. I wonder how old the child has to be. Do infants need a ticket? This seems chintzy on UK's part. And the day that they announce it just happens to be the day that the revenue sharing starts, July 1st. Hell, well, what are you going to do, man? Tom, what are you going to do?
It's the world you live in, man. Scooter, I got a question since you brought up Kentucky.
Okay.
Do you know who Jesser is?
He is I just learned this.
Did you know this before today?
I did not. But he
Had
is.
you ever heard of him before today?
No, never.
Yeah, me neither.
Never.
I had neither.
But he is a YouTube basketball content creator.
31 million followers.
Crazy.
In La Familia, we talk about
They're putting him on the team?
Yes, the TBT. He is on.
You told me he's not a good basketball player.
I showed clips of him. He's not bad, but he played in the celebrity game, and it's a publicity thing. He ain't going to play.
I don't know how it helps La Familia.
Because it just gets the TBT.
Unless it brings. By the way, I put in for my TBT media credential yesterday.
Attaboy.
At Louisville, not at Lexington. So I will be going to some games and talking about it on the air, I guess.
Guess I should have put in for I'd go with you.
You got till July 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, what the hell? What else is going on in the end of July?
It's actually good basketball.
Oh, no, it's really good basketball.
I've been watching it for years.
E5's on Louisville's team.
E5.
Oh, baby. It'll be fun. All right, are you guys fireworks guys?
No.
4th of July is Friday. Did you do anything when you were a kid? Did you do sparklers?
Oh, yeah.
The most dangerous thing they could give a kid.
Sparkler.
A sparkler.
I agree. I thought I was coming in a grumpy old man on this one.
No, that's the dumbest thing.
That thing is in your hand, and it's just
It
burning.
burns all the way down to your hand.
But it's so fun to write your name in it.
Oh, it was cool. When you were little, it was cool, but,
I thought Scooter would have M80s.
you know,
I really did. I
seatbelts.
thought you'd have rockets going off in the neighborhood.
Now having seatbelts and drinking out of, hoses and stuff's going to kill you. Well, a sparkler,
I think
can burn your hand off.
I think fireworks are so overrated.
I agree. They cost lots of money, too.
4th of July trying to sleep. Oh, my God. First of all, the dogs in the neighborhood are going crazy. They're going nuts. And then you hear the bang, bang, bang till, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning.
You ought to,
Sometimes later.
When I'm down at the lake, they have those, and they have them everywhere. And you know what I do?
In the lake, there's a lot of forestry there, Tony.
Nothing. I don't go watch them. I don't go down to the ramp. I just sit on the back porch and listen. It's like grenades are going off everywhere.
And this day and age, it might be grenades.
And you know what? I'm listening to Jude Redfield this morning, and they were talking about he loves fireworks, and they were doing one in the neighborhood years ago. They had these great big old mortar things, and the wind started blowing when they were going off, and they tipped over, started shooting into the crowd. Nobody got hurt, but you think about that.
It could happen any day.
Anywhere. Something falls over?
It could happen in a cul-de-sac.
I know it.
I not a.
So be careful out there, kids. Do not lose a finger this
I
weekend.
just wondered if you guys were fireworks.
No, I've never. Ooh.
You've seen it once, you've seen him 1,000
Ooh.
times.
Yeah. I don't even go to Thunder. I've never been to Thunder. How about
Never?
that? Never.
Oh, John.
I went
You
for the
gotta watch
first
it
time.
on television, Scooter.
No, you got to go to Thunder at least for the airplane portion. That part is awesome.
I've gone to a Bats game, sat in the press box, and watched the air show.
I got you.
So I've done that. But I left before the fireworks.
Guys, I was on the 6th floor of the Galt House, well, the balcony right by the 2nd Street Bridge. And it was cool, but
It was cool,
I
but
don't have to do it again.
all right.
Planes going right by me. I like the planes.
Please be careful this weekend, kids, as Tony said. We'll take a break, come back. Birthdays and baseball on the other side on this Wednesday/Friday. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big A. Welcome back. Here's on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John Tony Scooter, final segment of the week. Woo-hoo! 4 days off, Scoots.
Yeah, I'm jacked up.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do this afternoon, KRC boys and Mike Rutherford will be at Powder Keg.
Boom!
Speaking of blowing things up,
Slinging some fireworks.
hope there's not an accident over there this afternoon.
They must not saw what happened in California at a fireworks plant.
I saw that. It
This year?
exploded.
Just yesterday.
Oh, really?
Whole thing went up.
Not a joke.
Not a joke.
So TJ and Nick from 12 to 2, and then Mike Rutherford 2:30 to 5:30. Roman Kelly will be there in between.
Hope the guys aren't
Powder
smoking
Keg
cigs.
fireworks over in Jeffersonville, right, Scooter?
Correct.
I don't think they're
Right off exit
smoking
0.
cigs.
Go
I
on
know
over.
exactly where it's at.
If you're a Kentucky person, it was probably really close to the Thorntons that you went to place your bets before Kentucky.
Yeah, the parking lot, the Thornton's parking lot.
The gambling parlor.
How would you like to have been working there and like, what are these people doing?
Why do these people in our parking lot never come in?
So Powder Keg fireworks today, 12 till question mark, 6 o'clock. Big X Sports Radio will be over there, so go say hi to the boys.
Whoa, that fireworks explosion is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad.
Looked like they dropped a bomb on the place.
Buzz says, what a show. Donnie's a little bit country, and Marie's a little bit, no, Donnie's a little bit rock and roll. Marie's a little bit country.
And we're both.
Yeah, we are.
We're a bit of country.
We got ZZ Top and Kenny Chesney. We're fine. All right, M&M Cartage Hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health Text line still open, 502-414-1450. 414-1450 if you'd like to text the show. Let's do birthdays.
Oh, let's not.
How could he not be ready?
It is 10:48. Could this finger be on?
Come on, man.
The button.
Complimented him this whole show, Tony.
And I've been waiting for
Got
this
his
segment.
commercials.
I have messed
like that.
up
And
no less than 15 times today.
it's Friday, right?
My brain is not in it
He's
today.
playing golf. He's
All
got a
Ready
long
for
weekend.
these?
I'm ready.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, 5. 5-star.
But
Easy.
she doesn't fit what you say.
Doesn't matter.
She's perfect.
5-star.
Wolf of Wall Street.
If you ever watch that movie, it's a 5.
She's incredible.
She's 35 today, by the way.
Who's the actress that she looks like?
Nobody.
Jamie. Oh, my God.
Not Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, she looks just like one of the other.
Glenn Presley.
Yes.
I see that.
If you told me they were sisters, I would buy it.
She's 35. Wolf of Wall Street.
And you pick second, right?
Once upon a time in Hollywood. She's been in a ton of. Tanya. She played Tanya Harding. She's got a lot of range
She's
too.
good.
She's a good actress.
Margot.
Lindsay Lohan. See, I wanted to see if he gave Lindsay Lohan and Margot Robbie the same number. I was going to really give him grief.
No, I'd give Lindsay a 3, though.
She's 39 today.
I'd go higher than I'd go 3.5.
Ken Curtis, Tony, was born on this date in 1916.
Is that the White Shadow?
No, it's a good guess. 1916. He died in 91. Would have been 109 today. He was Festus
Oh,
in Gunsmoke.
Festus.
Our boy Al, Big Al Fish, calls everybody Festus when they mess up. Hey,
Yeah.
Festus. That's why I put him on there, just for that.
Okay.
Larry David is 78, Seinfeld creator and Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO. Very funny guy. Polly Holiday. You know Polly Holiday?
Nope.
She's 88.
She's old.
She played Flo in Alice TV show.
Red hair.
Flo, Kiss My Grits was her famous line. Ashley Tisdale is 40 today. Scooter, you an Ashley Tisdale fan?
Let me see here. Yeah, I'd give her a 4.
She's been a voice in a lot of cartoon movies.
Didn't she grow up through Disney? Or
She was a Disney
kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Zach and something, I don't know. 40 today. All right, Alex Morgan.
Oh, for
Soccer goalie. Team USA.
no, she wasn't
Not a goalie, soccer player, Team USA.
I'd give Alex Morgan a 5 too.
5? You give Alex Morgan the same as Margot Robbie?
Alex Morgan's gorgeous.
Do we need to have a different scale? Does it need to go to 10? Because they can't. They're not both 5s.
All right, 4.5.
In Scoot's book, they are.
4.5 for Alex Morgan.
You know what? This isn't Tony and John's rating.
It's not. It's
No.
Scoot. It's the Scooter meter.
I think
It's
Alex
Scoot
is gorgeous.
She's 36 today. Retired soccer star for Team USA. Bret Hart, the
Hitman.
Bret the Hitman Hart wrestler, is 68 today. Derek White, who will soon be traded from the Celtics, unfortunately, in my
You think
mind.
so?
Yes, I do. He's 31 today. Isaiah Joe, was he on that
Yeah,
Thunder team?
Yeah, he didn't play.
He's,
Yeah, he did.
He
Not
played,
hardly at all.
played a little bit, not much.
Played during the year, but he didn't play much in the playoffs.
He's 26 today. The mayor of Cincinnati, Sean Casey, 51 today. Were you a big Sean Casey fan?
I like Sean Casey. Yeah.
MLB Network.
Yeah, MLB Network. Reds, and he played for the Pirates there, I think, for a little
I met him once when they were doing the
Seemed like a great dude.
in stadium after the game, like live show. Got to meet him.
I think he'd be a great sit at the bar and tell stories guy.
Yeah.
Jose Canseco is 61 today.
How's his head doing?
It still hurts from that ball that bounced over the fence for a home run.
It's still large.
I'm guessing it's still on the juice.
He was the one that said everybody was doing it. Nobody.
And everybody mocked him, and he was not lying. Richard Petty,
There we go. The king.
King, baby.
88 today, still kicking.
He could probably still beat them all.
He tried to. He tried to beat him with his fist, probably. Hasn't he had enough Marlboros? He should be dead.
When he was younger,
Just
he
saying.
looked a little rough.
88 today. Rex Burkhead, who was a Bengal at one time, former Nebraska Cornhusker fullback, played several years in the NFL.
He did.
Patriots, Bengals. He's 35 today. Chad Henne, former quarterback, is 40.
There's a
Michigan
throwback.
Here's one for the IU fans. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis,
There we go.
linebacker. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He's 40 today.
Love the name Ben Jarvis.
Ben Jarvis Green Ellis is just a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Clark Kellogg, spurt ability. He's 54 today.
You holding the orange over there?
Yeah, I'm squeezing the arm.
Squeezing the orange.
And John Cooper, former Ohio State football coach, got fired after his team went 10-1 but lost to Michigan. He's 88 today. There's your birthday.
They're still booing him.
In Michigan and at Ohio State. It's crazy. The one thing they agree on, John Cooper stinks. All right, Toronto beat the Yankees on Canada Day yesterday. That's one of us should have took Toronto. Max Fried was pitching for the Yankees. Didn't end well. George Springer, 2 homers, including a grand slam and 7 RBIs yesterday for George Springer. Woo, have a day. Have a Canada Day. Hey? Have a Canada Day, hey? Pittsburgh shut out St. Louis 1-0. Former Cardinal Henry Davis sacrifice fly on the A's.
Who pitched in that
only
game?
run. Paul Skeens. Once again, you know what his record is, Tony?
It's losing.
4-7. 4-7.
I'm pulling up his ERA right now after last
It's
night.
right about 2. 5 innings, 5 hits.
2.03.
Yeah, 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no decision. But the Pirates win the game and knock off the Cardinals. Miami shuts out Minnesota 2-0. How many games in a row have the Marlins won without looking?
I know I looked.
Scooter? 8.
8.
Really?
The Marlins have won 8 straight.
Go them.
Edward Cabrera, 7 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. The Athletics beat Tampa again to keep the Rays out of first place. 4-3. Austin wins, sacrifice fly in the 10th was the difference. I was watching the end of that game, Tony. Mason Miller hit 104.
He flat brings it.
He hit 103 and he hit 104. And his slider's 87. How do you hit him? Well, they didn't. He struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced. God, 104.
I got to look up his ERA.
Angels shut out Atlanta 4-0. A 4-run 8th inning included Joe Adell's RBI double to get it going. Tyler Anderson has 6 innings, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts for the Angels.
Who took Atlanta?
Me. Texas beat Baltimore 10-2. Who took Texas?
Me.
Jacob deGrom, 6 innings, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts. Alejandro Osuna hit his first Major League home run for the Rangers in the win. Cubs beat Cleveland 5-2. Matthew Boyd, 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits. And Seiya Suzuki hit his 23rd homer to lead the Cubs. Houston beat Colorado. Colorado's 0-1 in July, Scooter. 6-5 was the final. Victor Caratini, a grand slam for the Houston Astros last night. Kansas City over Seattle. Who took Seattle?
That would have been me.
Kansas City 6-3. Salvador Perez 3 for 5, a double and 3 RBIs. Arizona over San Francisco 8-2. Zach Gallen's had a tough year, but he was good last night. 7 innings, 5 hits, 10 strikeouts. Arizona hit 4 homers in that game as well. And the Dodgers beat the White Sox 6-1. 4-run first inning for the Dodgers. Shohei, home run number 30.
And none of us took the Dodgers.
They were minus 340 when I went to bet yesterday. Today, they're minus 329.
God.
Jeez.
Against the White Sox. All right, who we going to take? Who we got?
We're waiting until Monday, right?
Oh, we are waiting until Monday. I've already been over there.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not prepared.
I mean, I just pulled it up real quick. I was like,
sorry, guys. That's on me.
Colorado.
So the Reds will finish their game with Boston before the regularly scheduled game today. Boston leads 2-1 in the 4th inning. 7-10 is the regularly scheduled game. Reds trying to avoid, well, they want to win at least one of these two so they don't get swept here. Nick Martinez, who had a no-hitter through 8 last time out, 5-8 with a 4.12 ERA against Brian Bayo, 3-3, 341 for the Red Sox. Again, 7-10 game. There are 3 doubleheaders today. Go ahead, Tony.
I just want to throw it out. It's a personal thing. Anybody has connections to Red Sox tickets in September? I'll be there. Just hit me up on that.
414-1450 if you have Red Sox connection tickets.
I'm going to Fenway. I'm going to pay the money. I just got to have a connection.
Who's going with you, Tony?
My wife.
Why don't you apply for media credentials?
You think they would give me media credentials in Boston?
And then you only have to you only had to buy one ticket and she can sit by herself. That's a great idea.
For both of you. You all are a team. You do a radio show. They don't have to know she's not a part of it.
Buzz says Sean Casey's my go-to Reds-Tigers player for Immaculate Grid.
There you go. It's a good one.
Good call. 3 doubleheaders today. San Diego, Philly, they got rained out last night. Detroit at Washington, and Milwaukee at the New York Mets. Also, 12:10 today. A's play the Tampa Bay Rays, and 12:35 St. Louis and Pittsburgh. A lot of day games today, Tony, but I'll be too busy with my feet up having an ice cold beverage at Becko's Pool.
Yeah, and you know what? I would have took the Brewers today against the Mets.
In both games or one game?
Heck, probably parlayed it.
I don't think you can, for what's worth.
Hey, all right, here you go. When you ask for something on a local radio show and you don't think you're going to get a response, and you do, Buzz says, Tony, I may be able to help.
Wow.
How about that?
I'll be in contact with you, Buzz, down the road.
It's just who you know.
Well, that's why I threw it out there. Sometimes, how did we end up in a luxury box
at the Predators game?
Just sitting there asking a question to a guy, and he wasn't, but the other guy was.
Sitting with the right people, and a guy we never sit with and hardly ever see. And he says, I take care of it. Oh, I thought he was going to play some Donnie Osmond.
No. Nope.
Oh, man. Lee Greenwood.
Hang on, I got to stand up.
Take my hat off.
Thanks for listening. Matt Dennison is next. We will see you Monday. Have a great, safe holiday weekend. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X. Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Kentucky roll call.
For the second straight day, Kentucky got a commitment. The Cats went and got a 6'5", 255-pound defensive lineman. He's the 3rd player from Texas that they've gotten a commitment from. Texas has not been a place that Kentucky has recruited often.
Yeah, you get the little pup out of there, you go to the Lone Star State. I'm all for it. And they're going to get that quarterback commit.
That's the big one.
That's good. And keep this thing rolling.
Weekdays at